anyway, we got to Aberdeen. I mean, we got to Seattle, and I was by myself. I knew very few people, but I had met Gerald One Feather. He had wanted Turtle Mountain to join them at Black Hill State, and so he had come here for some reason, I can't remember, but we were kind of all communicating, and I'm sure it had something to do with Virgil too. And anyway, we ended up trying to get I ended up trying to get into this meeting, and they kept ignoring me. I chased the director of developing institutions around, Helen Scherbeck, and I told her, I said, when you have that meeting, I want to be there. And the last morning we were going to be there, Pat Locke calls me over and she said, Carol, how come you weren't at the meeting this morning? I said, what meeting? And she said, they had the meeting this morning for the people who were wanting a tribal college. About that time, Gerald One Feather came walking in, and I told him, I said, Gerald, I said, I thought you guys were going to invite me to that meeting. And so we had an exchange, and he said, you have your proposal ready? I said, yep. Show up in Phoenix. He said, you're in. I said, okay. So I thought, okay, 2 weeks. We had 2 weeks. So I walked away and I said, we'll be okay. So anyway, I'm now ready to head home. And in those days, you didn't get a reserved seat on a plane. You just got in line whenever seat was gone, and you had to wait for the next flight. Well, I was in line. All these Indian people were in line. We were leaving the conference. I always remember Tommy Thompson was one of them that was with us. And Tommy gets on, and they stopped me. They said, there's no more room. I got to get home, I told that I don't know, must have been one of the stewardess. I got to get home. I said, I've got 4 kids, and I just got to make it home. All of a sudden, I just stood right there. I said, I'm going to wait right here. I'll lay on the floor if I have to. All of a sudden, she comes and she says, I got room for 1 more, and she sits me in first class. Of course, all the Indians in the back go crazy. First class. Give me a whiskey. They were all teasing me and everything. So I sat there and I thought, this is perfect. Because if I would have been in the back, I'd have been with all these crazy people and we'd have had a lot of fun, but I wouldn't have got anything done.